Keep up. Yeah. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Citadel of New Church. I'm your host, Captain, here to go over a recap with our war against Toledo for the Minor League Clan Wars Winter Festival League, since it's not the main one. But all in all, good, decisive victory for the Citadel as a whole. Came out with the perfect. Toledo did very well, even though Ohio as a state sucks and is probably the worst of the 50. Fuck you, Buckeyes. Fuck you. So, with that out of the way, getting into the stats. Apparently, I can't click the right buttons. I have a couple people with some sweet six packs. We got Vadhawk there at number 1, even though one was a dip. We got Air Magnifico, who did get the triples on both the 13s. We do have scrolling down to number 11 with the Goat Fucker. He got a nice one. And then the next one would be Elisa there, number 18. Got Dark Fonzie, number 22. And then T-Rex at number 24. As for our shit hitters, those are the people that get the 95 to the 99%. Just enough to want you to have to put a dildo in your butt because you deserve it, not because you want it. For those people, we do have a fair amount as well. I do believe Sandu gets an honorary mention for not using an attack. And then we got the Unicorn there with a nice 99. And then we got Green Goblin with a 98. We have... I do believe the next one is Mubin there at number 5. I don't really know how you read that, but yeah, good for him, 96. And then Undeniable Green Goblin with number 3. And then honorary shit hitter is Vadhawk for having the dip because he's a fag. Getting into the attacks. We're going to start off with him hitting number 1, Mamuth, my boy, my main bud Love. He's going to start his heroes over there at 730. He's going to have a Tusk Wall Breaker to try to lure both these Teslas since the one didn't trigger with the King. There it goes. Just going to let the King kind of roam outside. The Queen is going to be just fine and dandy where she is. Archers are going to be able to take out those huts. I think he was feeling frisky right here with the BK on AQ attack. So he just decides, fuck it, I'm going to freeze him one time so that way I don't have to burn a rage. The way that this queen comes into this little area right here with this nice priced rage, she's going to be able to take out this Inferno, or the Town Hall, and then stepping up more when she finally gets through that wall, which she obviously has by the time I got done splitting and splooting there my words. Blah, blah. My English is nerger. So that way, when he's going to start deploying his troops, more parachute coming over here at 4:30. They're going to come straight in from 6 o'clock. He is phasing the ability to get through the CC. And then from here, he drops the miners, hogs in behind. You can tell that the parachute's kind of failing him right at this moment because that hidden Tesla's just zapping the shit out of these wizards, so he is going to have to drop the Royal Champion. Finally, the hogs are coming out. Now that she's tanking for these hogs, they're going to be able to get in, help these miners push more through the core, and get to that eagle. AQ does finally drop. Healers are going to switch over. Scattershot, unfortunately, reaches the healers for a little bit. And then from here on out, just waiting for everybody to come around. Boop. Speed it up a little bit. I'm watching them go, oh my god, look at those little hoggers get it. Oh, yeah, get some. Alright, good job, Mammoth. And then for the second one, we got Air Magnifico. He's going to do an E-Drag attack. He's going to start his queens over there at 1 o'clock. The king's coming in more 10 o'clock. Basically, when he drops his E-Drags, they're going to come straight into this little flank right here from 10:30 to 11. Queen is going to bounce up, so she's going to help establish that a little bit more. He does trigger the CC. The only thing that would be a hindrance to him would be maybe the baby, but it does die into this poison because the king is tanky enough. And then after that, he's just going to start deploying his dragons, and they're going to come pushing in through that flank. He does drop a couple extra for this Inferno over here. He does eat a Sam on that E-Dragon, and the Slammer does eat a Sam right from the beginning. Now that from here on out, just basically speed ups, just slow dragons and rages. But with these nice chains, they're going to be able to push through this base. Gets a nice rage right here at the Town Hall. Zaps that. The Royal Champion is actually going to be a hero right here too. Pulling the dragons into this eagle, taking it down quicker, and then finishing off the rest of this base. So when he started with 6 E-Drags, he, I do believe, ends with 5. One of them somehow does bite the dust at the end, I do believe. There he is, yeah. But nice splits with the E-Drags as well for cleanup time. So, woo! Next one is Mubin with number 3. Has the baby coming in more 10:30, 11 o'clock. VK in behinds. He's hoping to make a good, decent push, so that way this air defense right here goes down, so that way when he starts his Lalo coming in from 2 o'clock, everybody's going to push in. Whew. Sorry, I'm a little bitch and I have to yawn. Queen is going to step up a little bit, kind of scare you, like make you think that she's not going to go in where she needs to be. But at the last second, she decides to be the hero and does the right thing. From here on out, she's fulfilled her obligation. It is pretty sweet with this phased ability. I do believe she gets this Wizard Tower Rahian. Yep, okay. So that way when he drops that Lunar, he is going to soak a Sam, so that way that Slammer coming in, free and healthy, is going to be able to take out this compartment right here with this Inferno Tower, Expo, and Queen. Inside the Slammer isn't your like usual Rage E-Drag, it's just 2 drags. Just blasting through this shit. He ends up freezing just to ensure that they both survive. Unfortunately, one does bite the dust. The Queen has dropped, so from here on out, it's kind of just bonus. And then he's just going to Lalo from here on out. CC coming out. Nothing that one quick little poison isn't going to be able to handle because they are archers and they will drop. The thing I like the most about this attack too is that Dragon actually stays up for the rest of the raid. So the Lunars are coming in. They're making a decent push into this Town Hall. Getting a nice freeze. He decides just to freeze the Town Hall and nothing extra, but hey, it is what it is. Gonna tome directly over top of all that mass. Still has a bunch of spells in the bag. He is going to try to get rid of some of those trash buildings onto the sides. Gets the Tesla, and unfortunately I don't think he gets the mortar. Nope. The crash, it wasn't enough to get it. Nice split right here with the Lunars. And then from here on out, easy cleanings. And the dragon is still up. So well done to Mubin. Can't remember my notes. I do believe 7 was the next one with Thomas from Dutch Force, who's been with us for over a season now. He's going to send a baby and some Lunars coming in from, say, 10:30s. Only obligation, take out the cannon, so that way people do what they need to do. Queen is going to try to come right down this little alley. She can reach anything, as long as she gets funneled in, which she is. Baby's going to tank a little bit, so this queen doesn't have to burn any rages or anything stupid coming in. Baby finally does bite the dust. Queen had us scared right here for a second, thinking that she might walk to the outside for this mortar for something stupid. Doesn't quite get it. Oh well. This is the thing I like the most about this attack. He had 2 Yetis, and I don't know what else in that CC. All he had to do was get rid of the defenses. With the Yeti Mites, they remove everything, and then anything after that is just bonus. The Velks, yeah, they probably get targeted onto this Queen and beat a wall, not getting defenses, nothing really worth of value. But anyways, he's just going to continue on with this nice queen walk. Whoop, zoom out because there he is. He's going to have the king coming up at 1 o'clock as everybody's going to be making a nice dire push from, say, 11-1. Here comes the early miners. Letting the miners go a little bit ahead so that way they can try the add percentage. Plus, when these hogs get to those 2 archer towers, they're going to bounce back to this town hall. Everything's going to be hunky-dory. I think the only thing he misses is a couple miners here and there, but with the Gigablast, it doesn't really phase them, so he's all fine and dandies. He's going to rage right here, which is another little quick and nice little touch for this attack, so that way miners blast through the king. Queen is aggroed by the hogs. He's going to freeze her, so that way, as the miners are finally making their way to the queen, she's going to drop like a bitch. And then from here on out, most of the hogs have been petered out, but there's enough miners, and the queen's still up and tanking some of these defenses. It really doesn't matter. Healers swap over to the remaining miners. And then with that, easy cleaning. So well done to Thomas. The next one we have is number 12. Bloop. This was a hit from WBW. He's been with us for a while. He's going to send his queen down there at 5 o'clock. Almost couldn't be able to read a clock there real quick. Lunar's coming in, hoping to establish the frontage. Sorry, I had to read my notes. Remember what the next base was. Rip, rip. King is down there at 7 o'clock. He's just basically taking out some early easy trash. Queen is going to be able to handle the CCs. Loon will get 1 drop, but it will be fine and dandies. And then from here on out, just waiting for these pups to die. Air Sweeper is actually going to keep these healers alive for a little bit. Queen is going to walk around the wall. I do believe he just slammers directly into it. Eats a Sam, unfortunately. Boop. King is still up and rocking. So 40%, and he really hasn't done much with the rest of this attack. Deploys an early slammers, trying to establish that the Sam right there. So that way when he does the E-Drags, they're going to come nice and tasty in. Those 2 E-Dragons are nicely split, so there's nothing that's really threatening them. Their chains are going to be able to get to that Inferno and then keep blasting on. Bloop. So that way everybody right here in the core is going to keep doing what they're doing. Queen is still up and rocking. He has 3 loons in the bag just for back-end cleanup or anything like that if you would need. Still has 1 more freeze. Rage was nicely placed. That freeze was really swagged. I'm not really sure what he was going for, or Eagle and what else, but it's job. He has a Hound in the tank for these remaining E-Drags. Lunar's coming in on the back-end side, take out that Archer Tower. From here on out, that Hound is tanking for everybody that's here. E-Drag with those skeletons is going to get 1 nice chain. Ripping through. Or maybe not. Queen still has her ability, still has a loon in the bag, just waiting for the slow and steady drop. So well done to WBW. And for the last attacks, wanted to show, I think this is Mario. Coming in with a nice queen charge. Wizard to the side, that way she goes to the left. Taking his time. Drops the king onto the town hall, tanking. Unfortunately, that wall breaker is going to bite the dust, but because he triggers it, now the wall breakers are going to be able to open that wall. Bloop. Queen is nicely funneled. She's going to go walking to get to this cannon and then bounce in for this air defense. Unfortunately, Expo did retarget to the healers, but he ain't got time for that shiz. He's just going to do his thing. Hoping to get another thing of wall breakers to go in. Unfortunately, they go to the outside and smoke another random small bomb. They kind of deserve it. What the fuck pathing was that? So he's just going to keep going more with a charge. He's going to drop the parachute to the outside. Kaka takes care of that Tizzlers. And then Hoggy's coming down from, say, 6 o'clock. And then from here on out, just basically watching the Hogs do their thing with a couple wizards in behind for cleanup. Queen finally finishes off the Hound CCs, trying to get through the pups. Would have been nice if the Eagle would be dead before this would have happened, but it is what it is. The max Hogs are to the outside because they're stronger. They're going to blast through these defenses to try to keep the Hogs kind of centered until most of them get sprung, and then they're kind of just doing their own thing again. Pops the tome. We can speed this up from here. You know it's pretty good. Just going to heal these Hogs, and then once they get more into this Inferno Wizard Tower compartment, he could drop the freeze, but he decides to swag. And then from here on out, clean up. And like the faggot he is, doesn't swag. And then last but not least, I was told not to, but I feel like doing it. I love you, Albie, and I love showing these kinds of attacks, even if they're my own. I have no mistakes happen, and then sometimes it is what it is. But with this kind of attack, I liked it. It's just the deployment was just enough not to be going the way that you would like, and it was kind of funny. So for a hog attack, he's going to have a dragon in the CC, speed it up. So the P.E.K.K.A.s are clearing the funnels. P.E.K.K.A does die out on that gold storage, so this queen is going to bounce down to get to these archer towers. So when that dragon pops out, and there's nothing there to take care of it, oh shit. He probably could have double poisoned it right there, but I guess he held on to it just in case he could get some skeletons with it too. Not panicking, just allowing things to play out. Yeah, the dragon's still up and rocking. Dropping these heals the way they need to be. Does get the skeletons and the dragon, which was really nicely played. Unfortunately, the dragon's still moving, so it's not enough to kill him. Dropping the last heal, nicely played, so these hogs are ending in it. And then from here on out, hogs are petered out. They do bounce out to these two random wizards. They're going to walk over, zap them, and then from here on out, it was the easy cleaning. Oop. So again, something that kind of went wrong, but nice recovery. I do like showcasing those kinds of things. So it's nothing to take away from that person. It's more kudos. Well done, Albie. You know I love you. And with that, great war. Kudos to these guys. Good luck for the rest of the league. And with that, I hope you guys have a good one.